Okay, so in this picture, we're looking at a pictograph. And this pictograph, or picture graph, a graph that uses pictures to tell you information, Okay, so what we are talking about is pictographs, or picture graphs. Graphs that use pictures to help you understand information. The pictograph we're looking at right now is a pictograph that tells us about some fruit that was collected. This says fruit collected. This is where the title of the graph is. Whenever you have a graph of any type, it's going to have a title, just like a book or a story has a title. We label our graphs with a title, and then we'll label each section by what it is. So here you can see this is where all the people that collected bananas, that's where that information is going to go. This section will talk about all the apples, and this is where you would find the information for it. And this is for cherries. So basically, this is a graph that was taken from a woman that went to a farm and she picked some fruit. And she wanted to share how much fruit she collected or she gathered when she was at the farm. She only picked bananas, apples, and cherries. For each one of those things, she used a picture of the item to tell you how many she picked. So if I want to know how many bananas were picked, I'm simply going to count the number of bananas that are there. Let's count them together. 1, 2, 3, 4. How many bananas did she collect?
4.
She collected 4 bananas. Let's count to see how many apples she collected. 1,
2, 3.
So she collected 3 apples. Now let's count to see how many cherries that she picked.
1, 2, 3, 4.
So she collected 4 cherries. So by looking at this, what fruit did she collect the least amount of? The apples. Because we can see that she only collected 3 of those, and we know that 4 is bigger than 3. So you see how you use the picture to give you the information when you're looking at it. Does that make sense to everyone?
Yes.
Great. Let's look at the next pictograph. This one was in a classroom, and it's labeled favorite fruit. So basically, this teacher has went in and asked her kids, what's your favorite fruit? And they took a vote, okay? So let's look and see what that they voted on. They voted on apples, pears, grapes, and bananas. Now down here at the bottom, this is called a key. It tells us that one vote is the same or equal to one happy face. Later, you may see where it might be 2 votes for one picture, but this one is for 1 vote, you got 1 happy face. Let's count and let's see how many apples were voted on by their students. Let's count it together.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
So we can know that there were 10 people that chose apples as their favorite fruit. Now let's see how many people chose pears.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
So we have 7 that chose pears. Now let's go and see how many chose grapes as their favorite.
1, 2.
Just 2. And then last, we're going to look to see how many people chose bananas.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So we have a total of 6. Now, from this information, you should be able to answer a few questions. I'm going to ask some questions, and I don't want you to say any of the answers out loud, okay? I want you to just get the answer in your head and hold on to it. First question I have is, what fruit did the most people pick? And don't say it out loud. You're getting it in your head. Looking at the numbers, what fruit did the most people select? Okay, I just said don't say it out loud. Everyone now. What fruit did the most people pick?
Apples.
Okay, I'm going to ask another question, and I don't want you to say it out loud. I want you to think it in your head. What fruit did the least number of people choose as their favorite? Don't say it out loud, but just look at your numbers. Look and see which one has the least amount of votes. What do you guys think it is?
Grapes.
Grapes. Yeah, we can look at the picture and we can see that only 2 people picked grapes, and 2 is smaller than all these other numbers. Now, if I ask a question like this, and I don't want you to say it out loud, did more people choose pears or bananas? Don't say it out loud. I want you to look at those. Get the answer in your head and ready. Did more people choose pears or bananas as their favorite fruit? Get that in your head. Which one did more people choose? Pears. We look here and we see 7. We could have counted, and you can kind of see that that's 1 more if we were comparing. But 1 more person chose pears over bananas. And that's always important, because my next question might be, how many more people chose apples over pears? How many more people chose apples over pears? Now, to get that answer, and I don't want you to say it out loud, if you've got it, keep it in your head. You can just compare the 2 columns. And do you remember in subtraction where we did this thing where we drew in connected lines?
Yeah.
How many more people chose apples over pears? 3. So it's kind of an easy way for you to look at it. Now, you can't always do that, because sometimes they might not be right beside each other. I might ask, how many more people chose apples over grapes? And that's, as you can see, is kind of hard. You can't draw a line all the way through because you've got these in the middle. But you can kind of say, okay, I know that there was 1 grape, 1 apple, 1 grape, 1 apple. Then everything that's left here would be the difference. And it would be 8. Yes. So just kind of gives you an idea how you can use a pictograph to help you answer some questions. And that's what we're going to be focusing on, using a pictograph to help answer questions about information. Okay, so we're going to create a picture graph with information about ice cream from you guys that are here in the classroom. And everybody's going to get to vote and help create it. And the way this is going to work is we are going to use these pictures. We've got chocolate ice cream that you could vote for. We've also got vanilla ice cream that you can vote for. And we've also got strawberry ice cream that you can vote for. Now, just a quick glance at these that I just put in, these 3. Do you think these count as votes? No. This is actually how I'm going to label. All the chocolate votes will go here. All of the vanilla votes will go here. All the strawberry votes will go here. And we're going to see how many we have. Now, because of how many there are, this is where it's going to get a little tricky. Because of how many people there are in here, we might not be able to fit all of our information on here. Okay? So, what I would like to do is I'm going to call out your name, and I just want you to tell me which ice cream is your favorite. Okay? Lydia.
Vanilla.
Vanilla. So, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go in, and I'm just going to duplicate a vanilla, and I'm going to, oops, did not mean to do that. Hold on. Let's back it up there. Didn't mean to do that. We are going to duplicate it, and then, there we go. I'm going to move it. Now, because there's so many of us, I'm worried about it being where this stuff is too big. And I'm hoping that that's not the case. But just in case it is, I'm going to make that ice cream a little bit smaller, so I could put more than one line. Okay? All right. Now, Gracie, what's your favorite? Okay, so we're going to go into Gracie's favorite. I'm going to do the exact same thing. I'm going to pull it over. I'm going to make it a little bit smaller. Trying anyway. It's a little hard when I get this little bitty fingers. That'll work. A little crooked. It'll be alright. Alright? And let's see, Gatlin, what's your favorite ice cream? What's that?
Mama sent me the First Baptist Thailand.
What?
First Baptist Thailand.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Took me a minute. Gatlin, what's your favorite ice cream?
Chocolate.
Okay, so he likes chocolate. So we're just going to duplicate that. And there's us another chocolate. Right now, what do we have the most of?
Chocolate.
Yeah. And what do we have the least of?
Vanilla.
Strawberry has 0. So vanilla is more than strawberry, right? Benjamin, what's your favorite kind of ice cream?
Chocolate.
Say, we're going to go back in and duplicate another chocolate.
Are you?
All right. And then let's see. How about Camry? What's your favorite?
Chocolate. I like all of them.
Jaxie, your favorite?
Chocolate. I can pick. There's a lot of chocolate.
Broker?
Vanilla.
Vanilla. And you never know. Vanilla might make a comeback, and so could strawberry. All right. Sophia?
Chocolate.
So for each vote, I'm putting 1 ice cream cone next to it. All right. Xylee?
Chocolate.
Chocolate. Atlas?
Vanilla.
I just really have not figured out what Miles is going to vote for because he does not like ice cream.
I want
Addie?
Strawberry.
Ooh, we got a strawberry. Oh, yeah. That's what happens. You get that strawberry in there. Got to make sure I make it smaller, too. Okay, so we've got 1 strawberry. You never know. Krista.
Chocolate.
Oh, I thought we were going to have strawberry come in for a win. We got another chocolate. All right, Jeter.
Chocolate. Who likes chocolate?
All right, Claire.
Chocolate. Oh, looks so yummy.
Derek, what's your favorite kind?
All of them, because I have.
You can only pick 1 to vote for. Xylee, yes.
I usually eat vanilla.
All right, so vanilla. I know exactly what Briley would vote for if she was in here because she only likes vanilla. Who has not got a chance to vote yet? Bryn.
Vanilla.
Bryn says, look at her. She's going to make vanilla have a comeback. Uh-huh. All right, Miles.
Vanilla.
Woo! I told you guys. You never know.
Vanilla.
Vanilla could make a comeback. JoJo.
Chocolate.
Oh, JoJo. So who else do I have left that hasn't? Ashton.
Strawberry.
Woo, strawberry.
Oh, yummy.
Strawberry is my dad's favorite. Is there anybody that did not get to vote? Did everybody get to vote? I didn't get to vote yet.
No, please go vanilla.
I'm going to have to vote for my favorite.
Vanilla.
I love chocolate ice cream. So let's go ahead and let's see how many votes. Looking at our picture graph, do you even need to count to know which got the most votes?
No.
Chocolate got the most votes. You can tell by looking. Do you need to count to know which one got the least amount of votes?
No.
All right, so let's go ahead and count just to see how many chocolate votes there were.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
So we had a total of 12 votes for chocolate. Let's see how many we had for vanilla.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So we had 6 votes for vanilla. And how many votes for strawberry? 2. Okay, so now what's missing from my graph? What is something that's not on there that I said that all graphs had?
A key.
Doesn't have a key,
A key to it.
but it also needs something else.
I know. That's a secret.
It doesn't have a title. We get a color up here. It needs to have a title that tells us what this graph is giving us information for. And this graph is telling us what our favorite ice cream is. So I can go in there and make a title using some words.
What?
So favorite ice cream types are right there. This is a picture graph that tells us about different types of ice cream. Do you feel like you could use a picture graph to help answer questions now?
Yeah.
Good deal.